Canadian International School. Stefan is half Korean, half Mexican. He's passionate about drawing and animation. He often makes flags animation and upload them on YouTube. He wants to be a computer animator in the future, and his speech title is The European Colonization of Africa. Welcome, Stefan Choi.
Hello everyone, and today I'm going to talk about the European colonization of Africa. So you might wonder, what were the countries who colonized Africa? The countries were Great Britain or UK, France, German Empire or Germany, Portugal, Italy, Belgium, and Spain. And this is the map of where the European colonization colonized. And you might be wondering, why did they colonize? Well, there are two reasons. One, because Europe has caused a lot of war, and war caused economic bad, like very, very bad, which caused debt. And two, in Africa, they have like better human and natural resources. And like just who wants to take a guess? What are the two countries that were never colonized from these European? So the countries who were never colonized were like Liberia and Ethiopia. Because Liberia was an African American, which were slaves, which they gained independence from America in 1821. But Ethiopia was like a real African country, which was a long time ago, around the 13th centuries or the 12th centuries. But they got invaded or conquered from a European country, which we're going to talk about later. And the losses of the German colonies during World War I. So during World War I, German colonies, which were Togoland, German East Africa, Cameroon, and German South Africa, were trying to conquer other African colonies until the end of World War I, which the German colonies were given to France, Britain, and South Africa, and Ethiopia and Italy. So after Italy conquered Eritrea, Ethiopia and Italy made an agreement not to cause war each other. But here's one problem: Italy's agreement was like giving items, Ethiopia giving items to Italy, but Ethiopian one are like the Italians give the items and other good weapons to Ethiopia, which caused Italy a bit upset. So Italy declared war on Ethiopia, but Italy lost from Ethiopia. Until then, in the 1930s, which Italy was like a bit like strong, which from these dictator named Benito Mussolini, and also caused the Second War. So the second invasion of Italy colonies were Libya, Somalia, not Somaliland, because there was a British colony, and Eritrea. But the government wanted Ethiopia, so they invaded Ethiopia the second time. The first one is in the 1895. And the Italians defeated Ethiopia, making an Italian colonization, but like not really not like Italian colonization, like a puppets. But Ethiopia got independence after World War II. So, but not when you colonize a country, it's not very easy because it costs like you make the country like want independence, and that doesn't want to cost. But during the mid and late 20th centuries, which was during the Cold War, there was a lot of colonies that wanted independence. Some countries caused war for independence. Someone had the deadliest wars, but the deadliest war was the Eritrean War, which was between the People's Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, which was known as Communist Ethiopia, and Eritrea. And so I split into two of them, which are the French and the Portuguese. So France, during the mid-late 20th centuries, there was a lot of French colonies who wanted independence, especially the French, because the French didn't want to collapse their empire. But when Algeria wanted independence from France, the French declined it, so Algeria declared war on France. But Algeria had assistance from NATO, which making Algeria a better chance to get independence from France. And Portugal was the same thing as France, which especially Angola, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, and Mozambique, which wanted independence. But some countries got caused a civil war after their independence. So, in which this war was between the Portuguese colonial war, which it was in 1961, to 1975. And the Angolese and the Mozambicans lost, while the Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde stalemate the military with Portugal and making Angola and Mozambique independence from Portugal. So when I said like Cape Verde and Guinea-Bissau, they were like a union, which caused like a government party. And this is the map I did in Google Drawing. So the red circles represents the country that caused war for independence. It's not like some of them caused like war for independence. Some of them had like a revolution, like such as like the Romanian Revolution that caused like lots of protests and like some rioting or something. And thank you for listening.